That's a really satisfying start, but the end result is a little bit lacking. Hey guys, Jeremy here, and I finally saw Tomorrowland. Now, I actually was a little bit excited to see this movie just because it was Brad Bird, and I love Brad Bird. I think the guy is fantastic. Iron Giant is still one of my favorite films of all time. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol was really good too. But then I saw that Damon Lindelof was attached to this as the screenwriter, and I don't know, I just don't like the guy. I know I'm kind of the internet majority, but I have reasons. I honestly think that he made Prometheus way too vague, and he ruined the original script. And then for World War Z, that ending at the end was so stupid when you actually think about it. That's him trying to be smart, but really, it was just stupid. And so when I saw that he was attached to this, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to see it. So I waited until it was out of 3D because I wasn't paying money for that. Mind you, it would have been cool to see all the stuff in 3D. The movie is about a girl who is in the vast minority of people who think that the world isn't doomed, that there isn't an end coming, that we can actually try and fix it. Then she meets this little British girl who gives her this invitation to something called Tomorrowland, a world of imagination and wonder where science and exploration and advancement of human life is the priority. But it seems that everything isn't as it seems. She meets George Clooney, who's his previous inventor, who basically tells her that everything she's been told about this place is a lie. There's this doomsday event that's coming, and they have to stop it. But the thing is, everyone is so set in the idea that the end is coming, and we're just accepted it. It's a depressing sort of idea. So first off, for the things that are really good in this movie, I actually really like the little British girl in this film. The fact that she is going toe-to-toe with George Clooney in the acting department and acting as his dominant, good on you, girl, because you did it well. There's a scene where the three of them, her, the main girl, and George Clooney are all in a truck together, and there's just this awkward silence between the two, but she's still dominating. Not only that, but she's driving the damn truck. That was really funny. Also, the whole idea of what Tomorrowland is this amazing place. Is this amazing idea that you wish could exist, because this is something that the world really needs. Which is this obvious message, which is decent. The problem is it's just a little bit, I don't know, it's not as centralized, it's not as different. It's just this vague message of we need to do better, which has been rammed down our throats ever since Avatar. So unfortunately this movie just comes out a little bit too late in my opinion, but more on that later. Another thing I actually really like is at one point Hugh, Laurie, who is kind of the villain in this movie, but he's not really, points out how the people of Tomorrowland try to tell the world that the end was coming, and instead of actually working towards fixing it, they embrace it like a souffle. And he's right, you know, there's so many people who are so big about the end of the world, all the books, all the television. It's a huge part of our media and pop culture society now. And when the film ended, I was like, okay, you know, that was decent. The ending was a little bit lackluster, but there wasn't really any gaping holes, was there? But then after a while, I thought about, how is Tomorrowland in this additional dimension? Where did this additional dimension come from? How did they make the thing that's able to predict the future? How did no one just simply, you know, try to turn it off or restart it? What is the glitch that happens before the end of the world? That was something that I found quite disappointing. The whole movie, we're building up to this really cool place, and then there's this obvious doomsday event, and we're wondering, well, what is it? What is it? But when we get a glimpse of it, it just looks like every other doomsday event we've seen. There's nothing different about it. You want a really pathetic comparison here? The whole being able to see into the future thing is similar to John Woo's Paycheck with Ben Affleck. The build up towards getting to Tomorrowland is amazing. The cast is really good. This girl looks like a Jennifer Lawrence wannabe, and there's a lot of times where she really looks like Jennifer Lawrence in this movie, but she's decent, she holds her own. But when we get to the end, it's just so lacking in a finale. It's just like Damon Lindelof, to leave you hanging and not give you a really decent ending. There's not this really critical difference to any other ending of a movie of this kind. It seems to just take the very cliched and stationary route, which is odd because the Lindelof and Bird usually try something different. So the fact that this movie has such a simplistic ending that we've seen before, it really seems as a letdown. So anyway, my final review for Tomorrowland is a 4 out of 7. I think it's a decent movie. I liked its build-up. I liked the visuals. I liked the message, but the problem is I've seen it before. Now, if they were able to make more movies of its type, that would be interesting, but it's not going to happen because it didn't do well at the box office because of that Damon Lindelof. See you guys later.
Buckle down.